Hey, so we are here at the 2012 Twin Cities Film Fest, getting ready to go inside to watch our feature film tonight with our lead actor here, Brian, who plays the part of Wesley. How are you feeling tonight, Brian?
I'm feeling good, excited, fantastic.
Very nice. Those are good words. That's good. It's a long time coming. You've been a part of this project for a number of years. Why don't we go back to 2009, 10, when this all began, and take us through kind of what it was like auditioning, getting a call back, and then finding out that you were the main lead actor in Finding Home.
The whole process of getting cast for Finding Home was all a little bit surreal, actually. I've been a dancer since 2007, moving to the Twin Cities, and I did a show, and Charles and I have a mutual friend in the dance field, and she said, hey, you should come see the show, this guy's pretty cool, and then Charles approached me afterwards and cast me for this dance film, which was really cool, and I was like, okay, great. And then later that week, actually, I got a call from my agent, Carol, over at More Creative, and she was really excited about this film that was coming up, and I was like, oh, great, yeah, this dance film that I was already cast for. And then she's like, yeah, and then go in and read. And she gave me the sides, and I read the sides, and I was like, this is very intense for a dance film, but continued to keep going with it. And actually, the co-star that I was reading with, her name was Lindsay, too. And so when I got to the audition, I thought I had already had the part, because Charles already told me I had the part. So I didn't know it was for this Finding Home feature film that was going to be in Wisconsin for 10 days. So I read very calmly, thought I had a really good audition. Again, no pressure, because I already had the part. So when Charles said I had the part, and then he described to me what was actually going to happen, it dawned on me how wonderful an opportunity this was. And so after finding out that I was going to be gone for 10 days and going to be in the woods with a whole bunch of guys and a couple girls and shooting this feature film, it was sort of skyrocketing from that, just wonderful.
Wow. So the other people go to the woods and shoot things. It's a little different than what we're talking about here. You, on the other hand, talk a little bit about this opportunity, which is kind of a nugget of advice to those actors that are out there. You auditioned as if you had the part. Take us through about how that relaxed you maybe a little bit going in for maybe some actors that are watching this here today.
Yes, I mean, auditioning when you already think that you have the part is definitely a load off the shoulders. And I guess I've auditioned in other types of film and also in dance, and just going in there and showing whoever it is that's going to be casting you that who you are. And if who you are is not a nervous, like, oh, I don't know my lines kind of person, then you shouldn't go in doing that. So I guess it's just about trusting in your ability, but then also just capitalizing on the person that you are so you can show that in the audition.
Awesome. Now take us through the 10 days. What was it like? I mean, this is now, you're up in northern Wisconsin. You're hanging out with the crew and the cast. Tell us a little bit about your experience making the movie in those 10 short days.
Absolutely. Making the movie in Wisconsin, up north, up in the woods, was actually fantastic from the moment that we rolled up to Camp Olympia. First of all, our co-producer, Stein, had 2 huge trailers and an RV and everything that we could ever possibly want, food for 10 days for 14 people. And we rolled up and saw the Camp Olympia sign. And again, it was just wonderful. The scenes were just great. The lake, like there's a huge hill that goes down, and the lake is just beautiful, picturesque, and we all got great cabins, we all got great food, and the company that we kept up there was actually fantastic. Everyone sort of got along. There wasn't a lot of drama, so the shooting was almost a luxury, really, because we got to hang out afterwards and hang out with Tom, the sound guy, and Ryan, who's assistant of photography. So really, once we got there, it was a very warm, welcoming feeling, which Charles was really instrumental in making that environment happen.
Awesome. Now I watched the trailer. You're a fun guy to watch on camera, and it's fun to, your role develops as the movie goes, and there's this sense of the secret. I tried to ask Charles if he would let me know what the secret is. Is that something you could let us know here today? Or?
Well, no, because that's a secret. And really, I mean, halfway through the film, I'm, as Wesley, don't know what's going on until finally Lindsay divulges it to me, or Katie divulges it to me. So the secret It's very intense. It's very personal, and I think both of us tried to approach it that way in a very intimate and personal way, as us as actors trying to be these characters.
Right now, 5-6 years ago, you're in the dance world. Here you are today, feature lead actor. What's the feeling going into a night tonight where there's 2 packed out houses in there, and you're the main actor? What's kind of the feeling going through for your fans, your family, your friends?
I would have to say that the feeling is undescribable, really. And in fact, I'll probably make a dance piece about it, because that's probably the only way that I can really show and emote that, because talking about it really is something that I don't know if I could really put words to. It's something definitely that I've wanted for a pretty long time, and taking every chance I could get to get in on a stage or to get in front of a camera. And dance, the dance and film and theater world don't really mesh together. We all perform at night, and we all have rehearsals anytime we can, and the money's not all that good most of the time, so it's about how to pick and choose what you can do, and this happened to fall right in line, so I gratefully picked it up.
2 last questions for you. One question would be, as an actor, dancer, performer, what advice could you give to others that are out there trying to hone their craft and get better at what they do?
I guess as an actor or a dancer, it's really about learning your craft as much as you can, and then finding out personally what you want to do with it. I know that in my life, dance came out of nowhere, and I happened to jump on the ride of it, and it's been pretty crazy since graduating from Gustavus. And when I was at Gustavus, I found social justice theater, and that has been the catalyst for most of my art making since then. It's been about how to connect with people and how to take who I am and what I look like and change the stereotypes that are associated with me in a positive way. And hopefully every interaction that I have with people, they leave feeling like it was a positive thing. And that in and of itself, along with the art, is sort of my driving force of I know how to do all this stuff, but what am I actually doing it for? And I think it's about connecting people.
Awesome, man. I've only had 7 minutes kind of to watch your trailer, 7 minutes to get to know you, but just from the short kind of encounter, I see you're doing that. You're making a great impact in people's lives. That kind of leads us to the final question of maybe what's next for you, and maybe it's a vacation or a time with a loved one or family or friends, but what's next on the list for you?
What's next? Actually, it's just being busy as possible. The company that I work for is Stuart Pimsleur Dance and Theater, and this year is the busiest touring year that we'll have since I was a part of the company. I've been a part for about 6 years, and we just got back from Germany a month ago. We're going to be going to Mexico City in March, and in the midst of all that, we do a lot of work with healthcare and schools. We do a lot of residencies. Just got back from Duluth hanging out with 56th graders, and we made an hour-long performance to show to the other 300 sixth graders that were at the school. So it's about staying busy and just keeping the ride going and taking on every opportunity that I can that fits, and doing the best that I can in each one of them.
Great. Well, that is all for now. You are seeing Wesley a little bit later tonight on the screen. This is Brian. He's a great dancer, great actor. And from the Twin Cities Film Festival, we're going to get inside and take a look. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Joe.
All right. Take care, man. Nice to meet you. Best of luck.